Throughout this video, you will see examples of a player training with a coach using variations of basketball decision training concepts pioneered by Basketball Immersion. The learner is under 12 and is being challenged in random and variable ways to connect skills and decisions based on the coach's simulated defensive cues. Why is this type of random practice important? The game is not scripted. The game unfolds in random and variable ways in an open environment where a player's interactions with that environment determine what they do and how they do it. Memorizing a prescribed move or decision does not help prepare a player for being able to adapt to the demands of an ever-changing environment. A player never executes a skill in a game without it first being preceded by a perception and a decision. In fact, all players execute techniques in a game following this process. They perceive based on opponent and teammate actions and positions. Then they decide what to do based on that perception, shoot, drive, or pass, and finally they execute the decision with a technique that solves a problem. Why is the coach and player practicing this way? A hallmark of skilled basketball performance is behavioral flexibility. Skilled performers can produce a movement pattern to reliably and efficiently achieve a given task outcome, and they also possess the ability to change that movement pattern to fit a new context. This perspective highlights the factors critical to understanding behavioral flexibility and its connection to movement variability, stability, and learning. It also addresses how practice strategies should be developed from a motor learning standpoint to enhance behavioral flexibility. That's exactly what we do at basketballimmersion.com. Blocked on-air practice with no perception-action coupling present fails to create behavioral flexibility because it does not replicate the tight coupling between perception and action that is typically present in the performance environment. Research has shown that simplified training protocols that lack representativeness and fail to replicate the real-world conditions can limit the development of behavioral flexibility. To enhance behavioral flexibility, practice strategies should be developed from a motor learning standpoint, taking into account the importance of maintaining the perception-action coupling. Our player development concept of BDT, basketball decision training, is a unique approach to training that focuses on improving players' decision-making skills, not just their technical skills. BDT uses random and variable learning opportunities to best simulate competitive conditions. The foundation of BDT process is the hand and body signals which cue an offensive reaction. Basketball decision training was first shared in 2014 with basketball coaches around the world and has been adopted and adapted by coaches at all levels of basketball, from the NBA on down to youth basketball. It focuses on helping players learn to make better decisions on the court. BDT drills are designed to stimulate the conditions of a game, so players can learn to make decisions and execute skills in the context of the game. BDT drills can be used for players of all ages and skill levels. They can be used to teach specific skills and concepts, or they can be used to generally help players develop their decision-making skills and game speed IQ. Instead of repeating prescribed movements that are memorized and repeated over and over with no variation, BDT drills are designed to help players connect their skills and decisions. For example, a BDT drill might involve a player having to make a decision about whether to shoot, pass, or drive based on the defensive coverage they are facing. This type of training helps players learn to use their skills in a game-like setting and to make better decisions based on the situation. Learn more about BDT and basketball decision training at basketballimmersion.com.